Hey everyone, it's More Crafts back for another video. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video at Graham's, and I figured I would get on here and talk about what I've been working on and what I have finished. We are going to do finished objects first because that is what I have the least amount of. My cart is kind of a mess because I've been moving things around. So we're going to start with what I finished first. And that is, I've been working on this blanket for a while. And I was going to do the whole entire, oh, by the way, it's September 18th, 2022. This is episode 26. And it is 2:44 in the morning. So Christina, I made it. I am getting tired, but I wanted to finish the little wallet first. So I have that finished to show you too. And Christina is my good friend. Christina, she did do some videos, hoping she'll get back into them. But she's busy having some family stuff right now. So hopefully once that calms down, then she'll start doing videos again. So, the last time you had seen this blanket, I was right here, where the stitch marker is. So I did the rest of this blue, this light blue, and then these three greens. And I was going to do the whole entire rainbow, so there is no rhyme or reason to this blanket. All of the colors are different widths. But as you can see, it's a pretty good sized blanket already. And if I would have continued on, it would have been a huge blanket. So this, I got the stitch pattern off of Pamela's Adoring Crochet. Her essential crochet sweater tutorial. It's just double crochet, single crochet, double crochet the whole way across. And then you always end with the double, or no. You begin with the double, you end with the single, and then you just keep repeating that the whole way across. So I finished this one. I finished this last week. So I have no idea what I think it's just going to be a baby blanket. I don't think it needs a border. I use a 6.5 millimeter hook for it. And, yeah. So I really do love this stitch pattern. It has nice texture. As you can tell, I've already made like 3 blankets like this. I made this one, and then I made the 2 purples, the mint, and the light blue one. And I started a kind of more of a crazy stripe one at Mom's house where I do 10 rows of a random color. So I like the pattern. But I think I am done with blankets for a while. I have a couple of Mom's that I need to pull out and start working on again so I can get them done. So that one's finished. The next thing I finished is, the crocheting is finished, but I need to add a pom-pom to it. So this is the Taylor beanie. It's by Miss B's Custom Crochet. I love her patterns. It can be a slouchy. Like I said, I just need to add a pom-pom to it. This is just black, red, and gray. I don't have any ball bands for any of the colors. It's probably Red Heart, I would assume. But yeah. So I finished it. I used a 5 millimeter hook for the brim and a 6mm for the body of the hat, which is what the pattern calls for. Really like this pattern. It's pretty easy and simple once you get the hang of it. So yeah. My next finished object is a pair of mittens, and we are going to talk about mittens for a couple minutes. So I mentioned in one of my videos, probably last month or the month before, that I do not like making mittens, and the only reason why I am making mittens is because I need mittens. So I live in Pennsylvania, and we are supposed to have a really bad winter this year. And there is a woman or a lady that I donate to who gives items to families who have been going through a tragedy. Last year I helped a family of 11 who all of their winter items were in the garage, and their garage caught on fire and they lost all of their winter items. So this year I want to give them a lot of mittens. So my friend Christina is helping me make mittens. She's gonna make me 5 pair. I am making mittens, as you will see at Mom's. I'm making a couple, and in my whips I'm making a couple. If you could, you do not have to, but if you could knit or crochet me some mittens and send them to me, I would be very, very appreciative of them. For some reason, I just do not like making mittens, but I am making mittens because I want to have a good selection of mittens to give her this year for the families that need them. So I've made, I think, like I said, my friend Christina is making me 5. I'm still gonna make mittens. I don't donate anything until the middle of November, beginning of December. I usually donate November, December, depending on when you need the items by. So if you could help, I would greatly appreciate it. Even if it's 1 pair of mittens, it still helps me tremendously. So I will put my happy mail at my email. I will put my mailing address in the description box below. So if you want to help with this cause, then, like I said, the families would really appreciate it, and so would I. So I make mittens of all sizes. I usually do, this mitten pattern is by Made with Love by Grandma. I don't think she crochets anymore, but it's just a simple double crochet. I didn't leave my ends in the inside. I'll have to do that. It's just a double crochet pattern that I did. I start with usually 12 or 13, and then the number of rows. Well, I start with 12 or 13, then I increase to 24 or 26. Then I do anywhere between 7 and even 6 sometimes. If I'm making them for like a small child, I'll do between 6 and 10 rows of just plain double crochet. Then I do, so if I have 24 stitches, if I started with 12, I will do 11 double crochet. Then the 12th stitch, I will do a single crochet. Then I chain 7, and then when I chain 7, I skip 1 stitch and go to the next stitch and put a single crochet in there. Then I double crochet across the rest of the row. And then the thumb, you attach the thumb in one spot. I usually do 10 or 12 stitches around. Then I do double crochet for 3 or 4, maybe 5 rows, depending how big the mitten is. Then the top of it, I usually do single crochet, decreases, and then finish it off like I would an amigurumi, like going through the front loop, and then putting the needle in through the inside and tie off. The cuff, I do a 1x1 rib. Sometimes I do a 2x2 rib depending on how I'm feeling. And I usually do that for 4, 5, 6 rows depending on how long I want the cuff. So that is a pair of mittens that I've made. And my last finished object is this little card wallet. So it opens up and it has a pocket here and a pocket here. I plan on making some of these to sell on Facebook Marketplace. So I made that one. I made a tutorial, or I followed a tutorial for these. It was in Korean, so I had to turn the subtitles to English. And this has the star stitch in it, which I've never done star stitch before. So this was a little bit of a learning curve, but my friend Christina, she sent me some videos to kind of help with the star stitch. So here it is. It's red and white, and like I said, it has 2 pockets. So probably will be taking a picture of. I am going to make more of these. I have a lot of cotton. I use Lily Sugar and Cream for these, and just red and white. I have a lot of cotton yarn, and I am planning on making bags with that cotton. The lady, or the YouTube channel that I followed, she has a ton of bags and purses that I want to try to make, so I'm going to try to make some of them. And she has a purse that has the same type of stitch pattern. It's a little bit bigger. It's for like a phone, and I definitely want to try that next. So, and she used a 5mm hook for this, or her pattern, or her tutorial. But the yarn she used isn't the type of yarn that we have around here. So I just use regular cotton, and I used a 4mm hook to make this because I didn't want like huge gaps in it. I wanted it to be kind of on the stiffer side. To me, it's a little bit big for cards. You could probably put a phone in here. Like, I have my phone right here. Right here. And my phone does not fit in there. But if you made this like another... Like, you could even make this like the 2 colors on the outside and then put one more of these sections in the middle. Like right here. It would be perfect for a phone case. You could have your money in one side and your phone in the other side. And I could even put like a button, a magnet closure or something like that in it that will snap it shut. Possibilities are endless with this. But yeah, I finished that. So now we are going to get on to WIPs. I just had to clean my card out a little bit. I gotta get a drink. I'm just drinking a Graveyard Mountain Dew and Pepsi, my favorite drink of all time. I am going to mark off the things that I've showed. So now we are into WIPs, and I have quite a few. Whoops. So the first ones I'm going to show you, I also have a half finished object. So I made this mitten here. This is the Snowdrops mittens, and I got this pattern for free off of Ravelry. I have tiny hands, okay? So my thumb almost goes to the end, but my fingers only go to, like, right here. And my pinky's all the way down here. My pointer finger is here, and my ring finger is here. So when I do this pattern again, because I plan on it, I am going to cut out one. So this has the star stitch, and it's completely, there you go, has a star stitch on it. I am going to take a row of star stitches out to shorten it up, because that is one of the because you can take sections out, like a row repeat out, and you have to, it's repeat 7 through 9, so it's a 3-row repeat. So just take out that 7 through 9 3-row repeat, and you can shorten it or add length to it. But these are like humongous on me. So that is that one. And I'm making its mate. So here's its mate with one of my stitch markers on it. And this is all the yarn I have left. So this is like a hot corally color. I'm hoping I have enough. I'm using a 5mm hook for those. So hoping that I have enough yarn. My next work in progress is a beanie hat that I just a beanie pattern that I have just purchased. I just purchased it on Friday, and it is the Chalmers Street beanie. So I am using black, and I am using Caron Simply Soft and Peacock. I think that's the color. And I'm really liking it so far. I messed up somehow, so I have to go back and figure it out. And I'm just following the pattern. So I don't remember what hook I used. I think it's the same where you use a 5 for the brim and the 6 for the actual hat part. So I showed those two. Oh, and the double crochet mittens, I use a 3.75 for those. The next one I'm going to show you is another beanie. And it is the Peeping Penny beanie. And I do not have much started on it, but it looks like this. And I'm using some yarn that was gifted to me from my brother's mom. And it looks like this. It is like peach and white. So there it is. Hopefully I have enough. Playing yarn chicken again. So there's that. My next work in progress is a gnome. And this pattern is by, I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, I don't want to get it wrong. So I'm just going to look it up real quick because, like I said, I would hate to get it wrong. It is by Muffycorn. I thought that too was, but I wasn't sure. it is in a set where there's 3 of them, and I'm going to show you what they look like because they're just so cute. Okay, so here they are. Whoops, there we go. The one, nope, over here is the one I'm doing, and it's going to have a little pumpkin face on it. So I'm working on that one. I have the hat done, and I am now working on the actual body. And he's going to have a little face up here. And I'm just using some scrap stash yarn. And I'm using a 3.75 millimeter hook for that. That's what I use for all of my amigurumis. I also am working on an Amaniko cat. So I have its head done, I'm just starting on the body, and I have a lot of rows to go on the body. So I might work on this next week when I come up. And the next whip is my hippocampus. Now I have not worked on this either. So I'm on his head, or her head. So I am hoping to get her done soon too, so I can start on some other things. I still have her tail to do, and her facial features, I'm pretty sure. So that is in the process of, that is just like sitting there, as well as my Amaniko cat. And my last whip is the one I just started before I did this video. I told Christina that I wanted to do some, start some more projects, and I started one, which is the one I really wanted to do. So I've been wanting to learn how to do cables, crochet cables to be exact, and I was looking on Ravelry. And I'm like, since I've never done cables before, I think it's best if I get on YouTube and find some hat patterns to try to do cables. And I did. I found quite a few. So I saved some and started one. Now this isn't really much to see because I'm only a few rows into it. But here is my hat. As you can see, I just started the cables. I'm using a 5 millimeter hook for this. And she said to do 72 chains, but it has to be in a multiple of 12. I did the 72 chains, and it was huge. So I ripped it out and did 60. And 60, I like a tight-fitted beanie. So this is like perfect for me. The 72 one literally fell off my head. I mean, I have a big head and I have a lot of hair. And it was huge. This one fits perfectly. Now, it is a 2-row repeat, and I'm ready to start the first row again. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think I'm starting the first row again. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta watch the video again. But I'm pretty sure I start the... Yeah, I start the first row again. First row, and then okay. So there it is. Like I said, I'm using a 5mm hook for it. And that is everything. I'm not even talking to the camera. That is everything. I have one more thing to talk to you guys about. So, I did a little video the other day, letting you know that I am having a bag bundle sale. So, what it includes is 2 to 3 of my project bags that I've made, and you get a bunch of extra goodies in the package. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what kind of goodies will you get? You might get a friendship bracelet that I've made. You might get a pair of beaded earrings that I've made. You might get stitch markers, and you might get a little candy bag. But my mom, thankfully helped me put these bags together. She put the stitch markers in the bag. She put all the goodies in little bags. And the only thing I did was I wrapped them up. I wrapped the bags, and she picked out what goes in what package. So what you get is literally completely random. So you get 2 bags, 2 or 3 bags, depending how big they are. So you get 2 or 3 bags plus a bunch of goodies for $25. I'm getting to the point where I want to sew again, but it's getting to, I have too many bags that are not getting used, and I would like them to go to good homes to get used. I make project bags. I don't use project bags. I use baskets, crocheted baskets, or my cart here at Graham's, which is literally filled, kind of. Well, not really anymore, but it's kind of sloppy. We'll just say that. So, if you're interested in that, and you follow me on Facebook, go ahead and message me on Facebook. I'm also going to put my email down in the description box below, so that if you want to send me an email and purchase one, you may. And you pay through PayPal. And when you pay through PayPal, just make sure you put your mailing address in PayPal, so that like when I go to mail them out, I'm not like literally scratching my head trying to figure out where your address is. So just make sure you put that information in, so that when I'm ready to mail your package out, I'm not messaging you and not being able to mail it out. I go to the post office on Wednesdays. So if you order something from me like Monday, Tuesday, make sure you like put your mailing address in, so that that Wednesday I can mail it out. So yeah, let me know if anybody is interested in it. Like I said, it is completely random. All I did was wrap up the bags in tissue paper, and then my mom completely randomly picked things to put in bags. So yeah, I hope these bags go to good homes and get used, because I am not using them. I made them, but I'm not using them. And it's a shame for them to just sit in a shelf or in a tote and not get used. And this is going to run until I run out of bags, which I probably have 20 packages to mail out eventually. So if you can't order one now, maybe you can order one next month, or whenever. Like I said, I'm going to keep it going until I run out of packages. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to take my pills, and I'm going to go over and I think go to bed. So, I will talk to you guys later. Been a pretty before you go, some life updates. Last week was extremely busy for me. Monday, we didn't really do anything. It was kind of stay-at-home day. Tuesday and Wednesday, we went to the storage locker to clean more of it out. Thursday, my gram came to get me, and I helped him load and bring in 2 new recliners for my Pap and Graham. Then Friday, me and Graham had some running around to do. And yesterday was kind of taking Nala outside all day, especially on the weekends when I'm here. She likes to go outside and be outside and play and all of that stuff. So last week, I did not do a video. For one, I was exhausted. I did not sleep Monday night, Tuesday night, or Wednesday night. Thursday night, I took my pills at 6:30, was out at 7 o'clock. Slept all the way through until about 9:15 the next morning, 9:15 Friday morning. And I took naps in between those, during those days, but apparently it just was not enough. So I was exhausted. Like, I was gonna do a Whip Wednesday video, and then I was going to do my regular podcast on Thursday, but I was just not feeling it. I was so exhausted Thursday that I was just like, yeah, it's not going to happen. So since this week is not going to be so busy, be on the lookout for a Whip Wednesday video and a regular podcast on Thursday. I'm going to try to start doing my videos during the day. Then that way I can do whatever I want to at night and not have to be feeling rushed. Now here it's a little different. I wait until my grandparents go to bed and it's quiet in the house, and then I do my videos. But then I don't have, I love my mom, but I don't, I'd rather just do my videos here during the night. And then at mom's, I can do them whenever because I don't have to help, I don't have other things to do, basically. I told mom that I'm going to start doing my videos during the day so that at night, because this is what usually happens. Usually I get in my room about 11 o'clock at mom's, and I'll be like, okay, I want to work on stuff, and then I'm like, okay, I want to get a little bit more work done on this, or I want to get a little bit more work done on that, or I want to start this, and I want to start that. And then by the time I start or work on these projects, it's already 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then by that time, I'm exhausted and I'm ready to go to bed. So if I do my videos during the day, then I can go in and work on my projects and go to bed whenever I want to. So that's usually how it happens. But like I said before, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a great Sunday. And, like I said, I'm going to go over and take my pills and get some sleep. So yeah, have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you guys again later. Bye.